morning, my beautiful brothers and sisters. How's everybody doing this morning? I wanted to say hi, Sister Joan in Scotland. I got your messages, sister, your emails. I just have to sit down and respond to them, but I did get them. I love you, sister. My dad's side, we are Scottish. My last name is Dunlap. And it was Dunlap at one point. And once upon a time, they decided to change the O to an A to allude or do whatever they were doing. But praise be to God, I'm here. Doing some research on surnames and where they come from. When you see last names like Cook or descriptive names, usually meant a job title. And our last names, although part of a lineage, you don't see any last names in the Bible. And the last name is really telling to the world about the bondage that we're in. And a lot of last names are slave names. A lot of last names are designations. And I'm a firm believer that, think about, I don't know if you have children or not, but when you did, where did the thought of your child's name come from? You're sitting there with either your spouse or whatever the circumstance is, whatever beautiful circumstance that God put yourself or your parents in when they were thinking either of your name or you were thinking of your child's name. And then all of a sudden your name just popped up in your parents' head. And it's so quick to think that that's just one of those coincidences where you and your partner or your parents thought of your name. Well, no. That name was given to you right from birth by God. Your name was already there before you were even a thought. Don't ever forget that, brothers and sisters. Praise be to God. That's how special you are. And God blessed your parents or yourself with the name of your child or your name. And here we are. And so the last name was introduced as a badge of ownership. It's actually part of the beast system. But that is a video for another day, that's for sure. But back to my main point. Sister Joan, I see you, dear. I love you, dear. And I definitely will do a full read through of your email and get back to you. Brothers and sisters, I've been struggling with not feeling well ever since I had whatever's going around, the 2-year flu. I've been having some stomach issues, and it is a direct result from that. I haven't had the greatest of stomach. And to be quite honest with you, I didn't treat my body very well, my temple very well earlier on in my walk, that's for sure. And so whatever repercussion will be, you guys, and that's something we need to know. I got the enemy that swoops in and, you get a pain, a weird pain in your body, and then all of a sudden you got the enemy telling you, you're dying or whatever, trying to scare you. But again, that fear of death is all that he has over you. That's it. It's the thought, him trying to plant a seed, and planting fear is all it is. And so we can't listen to that voice at all. And so thinking about how I've been feeling lately and fighting with the enemy, I can't fight him by myself. We cannot fight him by ourselves. Only Jesus Christ can combat our enemy, you guys. And so we need to call on him. We can't forget that at all times. But I was sitting this morning and in prayer, and it was put on my spirit to really think about what it means to be free. And there's so many different aspects of our journeys where that applies. And one of them is to not worry about ourselves at all. To not worry about any kind of health ailment, not worrying about anything, finances, whatever the case may be. The moment that we realize that we have no control over it anyways, and that it is in the beautiful hands of our Creator, we are finally free, you guys. And I want you to really think about that. The moment you hand your life over to Jesus Christ is to understand that everything, and I mean this drive to work right now, anything can happen, you guys. Anything. And so knowing that, and knowing that I have no control over it, and giving it all over to Jesus Christ, I am truly free. And all our enemy has over us is planting seeds of doubt, planting seeds of fear, thinking that we have control. If you notice that, you guys, it's the same angle. It's the same trying to make you think that you have more control or more power over your destiny, when ultimately in the end you have none. And that's a beautiful thing, you guys, because it's one less thing for us to worry about. We shouldn't have to worry about anything. To have true faith is to not worry and know that our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, He's right beside me in shotgun. And so we need to have faith in that, you guys. And I want to encourage you today, whatever it is you're worrying about, whether it be a strained relationship or the woes of the world, it might be financial, it could be a number of different tactics that our enemy likes to use to come against us. And I know all of us have one. There's one area that he will always go back to, because that's the door that we leave unlocked, and give him the key. Here you go. Here's the key. Come on in. Run amok of my place, please. Brothers and sisters, I implore you to examine your life today and take a look at it. You know, how does the enemy come against you? What are the areas of your life that are a weakness, that are a chink in your armor? And pray on it. Give it up to Jesus, you guys. Ask him to heal that area of your life. Because until we give it all over completely to Jesus Christ, our enemy will continue to come back to that same door. Why would he change his tactic when it's so easy? Nothing new under the sun means, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So why would he change his tactic up on you if it works every single time? So I encourage you today to sit down and look at what's going on. Is there something in particular, a particular sin that continues to rear its ugly head over and over and over again? And pray on it. I was an addict for many a year. Really bad. I've done everything except for put a needle in my arm. And I did it for many of years because I was running. I was running from the truth. I was running from myself. And it was to the point where I didn't care about money. I spent whenever, however, I lied, I cheated, I stole, and it didn't matter to me. All the while thinking that I was a follower of the Most High and was doing God's work, but yet behind closed doors, it was the worst of the worst. And it reminds me of the cup. Yeah, the cup looks beautiful outside, but it's just filthy inside. It hasn't been washed in years. No, we need to make sure that the insides of our cup is clean, you guys. And so when I started to be saved, I could hear Jesus, and I was on some anti-anxiety medication, which was even worse for me than the street drugs I was doing. The street drugs, yeah, I felt, crappy for a couple days, but, got back on my feet, and away we went, and the weekend came again, and, just did it. It was this vicious cycle. This is where the devil likes to keep you. He likes to keep you in a loop. Hence me going to work right now. I am stuck in a loop, you guys. But the moment that I realized that work's not about the, things that I'm going to do within a day, whether it be selling car parts or whatever the case may be, it's not. My job is to take care of the people that I'm going to encounter today. That's my real job. Therefore, I am free. I am not under the bondage of my labor. Because my real job is to love my brothers and sisters. And it just so happens that God has graced me and blessed me with an opportunity to put food on my table. And that is the only way that we can look at things, brothers and sisters. So being an addict for many a year, I was mixing drugs that I shouldn't have been mixing, because the way that it works is it's never enough. That's how the devil tailors things. It's never enough. What's the purpose of it never being enough? Is to keep you hypnotized, to keep you addicted. Addicted is nothing more than being under a trance and continuing to do the same insane motion over and over and over in spiritual bondage. All the while having it explained to you that it's you. It's a physical thing. It's your problem. You're the issue. You're damaged. It's your problem. And that couldn't be any further from the truth, brothers and sisters. The moment that we understand that everything that we engage in is spiritual is the moment that we can actually fight it. And we cannot fight it on our own, period. Not the group of us together, humans, can fight it alone. Only the grace of Jesus Christ can send the devil packing. See you later, buddy. Now, being addicted for many a year to everything. Yeah, how many times have you heard that term, addictive personality? I've got an addictive personality. No, you've got many a demon that follow you around and keep you in strongholds so that you cannot find your true self. Plain and simple. But within one breath, Jesus told me to throw away my anti-anxiety medication. And again, that medication, you guys, I stopped trying to take it, and for 2 weeks I felt like I was dying. There's a train coming. I'm good here. I don't know if you heard that. 2 weeks I stopped trying to take it, to the point where I didn't know what was going on. And then I finally went to the doctor, and the doctor said, you can't just stop taking that. And so the legal drugs that I was taking were way worse off for me than the ones that I was buying off the street. And I heard Jesus Christ say to me, go throw those in the garbage. And I remember having a conversation with him saying, I'm gonna be hurting for the next couple days. And I could hear him clear as day tell me, do you have faith? Yes. Do you have faith that I can heal you? Yes. Then you're healed. Go throw them in the garbage. I threw them in the garbage, brothers and sisters, and praise be to God. There was no side effects. No detoxing. I didn't need to do any of it. It was gone. Man. When I share that testimony with fellow brothers and sisters that are struggling, they have a hard time wrapping their brain around that. But that right there should show them where their faith is at. Do you truly believe in Jesus Christ if you think that he can't with one breath say you're healed? I am witness to that, you guys, and I'm so very, very thankful, because that was the beginning of the end. Within that week, I died. My flesh died, and I was born again. Praise be to God. Brothers and sisters, I just want to tell you, whatever it is, whatever chain of bondage that the enemy has you under right now, you don't need to be under that. You need to take that to Jesus Christ, and he will remove it for you. If you believe in him, if you truly believe in him and believe in his healing power, he can remove and fix anything. He's the one allowing it to happen, you guys. This is where we get caught in this programming that it's ourselves, or that the devil has that much power to be able to hold his hand over you. No. Remember, Job, he has to go to our Father every single time he wants to come against you. Don't ever forget that. Every single time. I picture him, he's got to be just standing at God's door constantly, just asking him, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I do this? Can I do that? All the while to show our enemy he has no power. He has no power over any of us. He is merely a tool being used to refine our spirits. So brothers and sisters, I just wanted to give you a word of encouragement today. Today is your day to break free from whatever it is that's holding you down, whether it's stress, anxiety, whatever the ailment that is coming against you, Jesus Christ can heal you from it. So I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing, blessed day. Keep in the Word, you guys. Keep studying. It's about discipline. God's teaching me discipline right now. He's got me reading Exodus, and every day he wants me to read one chapter of Exodus, along with whatever else I end up reading that day. But he's keeping me in a state of discipline where I keep going. And when I want to read further, no, just read one. And the thing that blew my mind about Exodus is that there's 40 chapters, you guys. That number, 40 days and 40 nights. Even in Exodus, 40 years, I believe, they were out in the wilderness. He is amazing. The intertwining message of everything and all things together is everywhere. And that's him showing you he is everywhere, omnipresent, constantly with you. I'm going to shut up now, you guys. I love you all dearly. Have an amazing day. Stay blessed. And yes, Father willing, we'll chat soon. Take care. Goodbye.